Welcome to CIT110, Programming Logic and Design. I am your instructor, Lisa Ballback, and I'm just going to give you a very brief overview of how the course is set up. As you can see, we have lesson blocks, and there's a lot more than 3 lessons. I will open additional blocks as we progress through the course. For those of you who would like to work ahead, if you finish a lesson block early, just email me. I certainly can open up additional blocks. The first block here, which is a different color, is one that you will be referring to all semester. This block has resources linked in. So any topic that we cover, if you wanted to know more about it, you can use any of these resources. And they're all very good as far as C# material. Then we have a link to the live stream class. This is where I do office hours, and this is also where the live stream class that meets Tuesday and Thursday will be meeting. So if you are in the live stream section, you will come in here and you will click on the link to go into Zoom. Okay, and live stream students are required to attend. Online students do not have to, but you are welcome to attend the live stream sessions. And typically the way I do class is the first day, Tuesday, we cover material, and any remaining time we have a lab to start working on the assignment. And then Thursday is a lab where people work on the assignment and they can get help. And for the live stream students, you basically just need to check in. I do attendance. So you just kind of check in. And if you want to stay in Zoom and, do your assignment while you're in Zoom, you can. Otherwise, you don't have to stay in Zoom. You can do your assignment outside of Zoom. Okay. But I will be there as a resource if you have questions. My office hours can also be accessed through this link. They are Sunday evening, 7 to 9 p.m., Monday, 2 to 3 p.m., Tuesday, 6 to 7 p.m., and Wednesday, 2 to 3 p.m. News and announcements from your instructor. This is where I post announcements that will go to all of the students' email. Typical things that I would post would be when assignments have been corrected. So pretty much every week when I'm done correcting assignments, I post an announcement and I let you know. And so when you see that announcement come through your email, you're going to want to log in and go into grades. And then you will see your score in the first column, the range of points on the assignment, and then you'll see feedback over here from me. At the very, very bottom, you will see your total points. And total points are important in this class because your grade is based on your total points. And as you can see, we have a lot of lesson blocks in here that are not open yet. Okay, but by the end of the semester, they'll all be open and you'll see assignments under each one. The student questions and answers are for you to post questions that other students can answer. I typically don't go in and answer questions for this because this is for you guys. The links to our social media basically allow you to see job opportunities and internship opportunities. And we also post information on different CIT events that you can attend. And there is a popular event called Industry Night Out, where we go to different businesses. They typically feed us and give us a tour. And then their IT department explains what they do at that company. Okay, so you'll find out about all of that on the different social media platforms. So this first block is something you'll refer to all semester. Below that, this is kind of our orientation. And you'll see that this is the first week of class, and it does have a due date. Okay, so all of the assignments in here, you are going to want to make sure you get done by Monday, the 23rd. So there's a welcome message you're going to want to read through. The course syllabus you are going to want to take a look at. And the course syllabus basically, again, shows you my office hours, gives you a little description of the course, talks about the materials you need. And for this course, there is no book. Okay, we are using web resources, and we are using an interactive learning platform called Code Easy. Code Easy does require a subscription for you to access it, and you will purchase that from the NMC bookstore. And so you should see an email from the bookstore that says, "Welcome to NMC's Auto Access Program." Okay, and then the content of the message should look something like this. And there's a link to Code Easy's sign up, and then there's your access code that you need to copy and paste into the sign up. Okay, so if you don't have that or you can't find it, make sure you contact the bookstore. As far as required software goes, we are going to use Visual Studio Community. It is free. And in our Lesson 1 block, there is a link for you to download that. Obviously, you're going to need an internet connection. And it's nice if you have a camera. That way, if you're in the live stream or if you come to office hours, I can see you. But you definitely need a microphone, okay? Because that is the best way to communicate while we are in live stream. Below that are our significant learning outcomes and our general education outcome. So we do cover critical thinking in this class, and the learning outcomes are divided into different categories, but they kind of give you a broad idea of what you are going to learn this semester. We get into grading and assignment information. All of my courses have 1,000 points. And the reason that I set them up that way is it's just easier to figure out what your grade is. So we go by total points. 95 to 100% of the total is a 4.0. So that translates to 950 to 1,000 points. 90 to 94% is a 3.5. So that's 900 to 949, okay, and so on. And in this class, the way you get points is you participate in all of our discussions. You complete those Code Easy exercises, complete the lab assignments, and complete our unit tests. Okay, and so these are how the points are broken down. Okay, and I'm going to talk about the assignment information and the key point lecture demos when we actually are looking at them in the course. In fact, we can kind of take a look at those now. So if we go past this orientation information, we actually get into what you're typically going to see every week. So every week you are going to have required reading, which is the lesson key points. They all have videos that go with. And so these basically give you all the information you need to code in C#. It covers the same information that you are going to see in Code Easy, but it basically gives you a lot more examples. And there is the video that actually walks through the lesson key point and explains everything to you. Okay, and so that you will see every week. Every week there will also be assignments. So you will typically have a Code Easy assignment, and you'll also have a lab assignment. And we don't get into lab assignments until lesson 2. Okay, so the first week, when you kind of are just, getting your feet wet, we do a Code Easy. but you aren't going to have to write anything on your own until lesson 2. For the code easy, you will notice that I specify very specific exercises that you need to complete. So if you click on this link, it will take you to the chapter. Okay, Brave New World, which is the chapter. You do need to make sure that you are logged in. I think I am. And then you can kind of read through the little story, and you're going to want to complete the coding exercises. And so when you enter the code, you read through, you enter your code, you hit run. If you did it correctly, it'll come back and it'll tell you, and there'll be a check mark next to solved. So I'm going to make a mistake. I'm not going to do this right. Okay, so I deleted a double quote. Now, if I run this, it is not going to solve it correctly. Okay, so did not solve correctly. Trying to tell me what the problem is. And so now I will solve it correctly. Okay, and once you solve it correctly, this little green solved gets filled in. And for the required exercises, this is what you will need to do a screenshot of. And for the screenshots, you can use the snipping tool. So you can see I have mine down on my taskbar, but you can just key in snipping tool. And really, you only have to use the word snipping to get to it. Hit new, drag over it. And then you can go back in and you can hit save. Okay, and then those little screenshots are what you're going to turn in. Okay, and again, you only have to do the ones that I specify. Now, if you want additional practice, you certainly can do more. Some of the exercises are quite difficult, and they're beyond what I would expect a beginner to be able to do, which is why I pick and choose which exercises you guys need to do. And then once you've completed these 4, you will come into the Dropbox and you will upload them. Okay, and that's how you will turn them in. So every week you will have some type of reading and there will be assignments. Okay, now this first week, because we have the orientation, there's a little extra work to do. It's not going to be too time consuming, but you are going to want to take some time and read through the syllabus. Okay. And I would read through all of it because there is a quiz on this. So you might even want to keep this open when you do the syllabus quiz. You can do the syllabus quiz as many times as you want, unlimited number of times, and it'll take your highest score. The college syllabus is the same for every single course. So if you click on that, the information that you read here, I would read through it once and just know that this is the same for every single course at the college. So definitely read through it once and then you're good to go. The course assignment schedule. I would print this out. What you see in this assignment schedule every week is going to match what you see at the top of the lesson block. So this is basically what you need to complete that week. I would print this out and then cross these off as you complete them. That way, you know you've done everything and it just helps you stay organized and keep on track. Okay, so you can see this goes week to week and the date range is here along with the due dates. The discussions for this week, we have 2. There's one where you're going to introduce yourself to your classmates. And things that I like for you to include are nicknames, any interests or hobbies that you have, what your major or program of study is, and anything else that you want to share with your classmates. So I take this opportunity to share some of my background. So you can kind of see, I did not start in teaching. I started out as a programmer analyst, and I kind of briefly summarized my little journey into teaching and why I changed career paths. Talking about different areas that I teach in and some of my interests and hobbies. Okay. And so I tend to overshare. You guys certainly don't need to share all that much. Just share what you are comfortable sharing. Okay. This is worth points. So make sure you do it. Okay. Because your grade is based on total points. So all the points matter. The student profile glossary, I do a video that shows you how to do this, but I'm just going to show you that if we open this, your entry will appear here. So I've done an example one, and every time you enter the course, you will see a different student. So I love this feature. If you refresh your page, you will see a different student. So I've got my granddaughters who are very into Frozen. That's me and my two little granddaughters. And I added a quote that I like. And then I added some hashtags that kind of tell you a little bit more about me. So how you would add your own, because this is also worth points. You can either click on this link, or you can just come over here and add a new entry. Okay, either way, okay, you will put your name in as a concept. Then you're going to want to insert a picture. And you're probably going to have to upload it. So you're going to want to choose file, and that'll take you back to your computer. Find a picture and select it. I think I have one over here. This is the one that I just did. So I'm going to go ahead and select that one. And this is kind of important here because it comes in and it's going to just be enormous. Okay. So what you're going to want to do is adjust the size, and I would make it like 150 or 200. And if you press tab, so that's the width. If you press tab, it will automatically do the height and keep it in proportion. Okay. And I'll put that at the top, and then you save image and you can see it. Okay. And then below that, you know, give a quote you like or have some hashtags that describe you, and then you can go ahead and save it. Okay, so again, just keep in mind that that is going to display over here on the side. Okay, so those are the orientation activities. Again, syllabus quiz, discussion forum, and student profile, and they are all worth points. Once you finish that, you can do the required reading, and then I would install Visual Studio. You don't really need it the first week, but you are going to need it in week 2. Okay, and so if you click on this, here's a link to Visual Studio Community. And when you install it, they're going to have workloads display. And so these little checks that I have are the workloads that we recommend for our students. So moving forward in the program, you're going to do additional C# classes. So those are the ones that I would check off. Okay, and again, it's free. You can use the Visual Studio with your Code Easy exercises. A lot of people prefer it because Visual Studio's error messages are a little bit more user-friendly. And I did a video showing you kind of how you can set that up. Okay, and it's fairly simple. So you can kind of read through this. And as far as using it for the lab assignments, I also have a page that describes that. And this just creates a very simple little project. Okay, and there is a video there that you can watch as well. Okay, we already talked about the first Code Easy assignment. And so that actually would complete our first week. If you get stuck on any of your programming assignments, you can copy the code. Okay, so I don't think you're going to get stuck on this one, but you can copy the code, just highlight it, Control and the letter C. Then you go into email, send the email message to me, lbalbach@nmc.edu. And then in the body of the message, you can paste Control and the letter V as in Victor. Okay, and that will paste your code in there. You can send it to me and then I can help you. Okay, and that goes for the lab assignments too. Always copy, paste, send me the code, and I will help you debug. And if there is a big problem, if there's a concept you're not understanding, I will actually create a video and explain what the problem is. Okay, so that is what you guys need to do for week 1.